my moving catalog icon tutorial for IMVU. I'm using GIMP and I already have my icon open. The first thing you're going to want to do is to take a high resolution no background picture of your product by going into IMVU and positioning your avatar and screen for a picture. Then type in star high res NOBG and then hit enter, and that's going to automatically save a picture to your desktop. I've already done this step because IMVU messes up my recording program. So next you're going to want to right click on your image and go down to edit with GIMP, and then that's going to open up in a second. Okay, and then once that opens, you're going to want to crop it down so that way it's just showing mostly the product you want to create. I'm going to act like I'm creating this hair. Okay, so now once you have it cropped down, you're going to want to go to image, down to scale image, and then in the width box you're going to want to type 100 and then hit scale. Next you're going to go to view, go down to zoom, and hit 100%. So now your image is the same size as your icon. So I'm going to go ahead and select my move tool. I'm going to go right click, go down to edit, copy. Now I'm going to go ahead and minimize this and maximize my icon image. Then I'm going to right click, go down to edit, and paste. And now you're going to notice a floating selection in your layers toolbox. So you're going to want to right click that and go down to new layer, and that fully pastes it onto your icon image. So now you're going to want to reorder your layers. So you're going to move your pasted layer in between your border and your background layer. And this next part is where it gets kind of tricky and repetitive, and I really hate this next part. But you're going to want to right click on your background layer, go down or go up or down, whichever way your toolbox opens, to duplicate layer, and then you're going to want to move that above all of your other layers. And then we're going to do the same with the pasted layer, and then move it up and your border. Okay, so next we're going to want to move, you're going to want to select the pasted layer copy, and you're going to move it up just a little bit, and you want to make it enough to be noticeable that your image is moving. And always make sure to keep it even with the border and the background, or else when your icon moves it'll look all jumpy. So now we're going to do that again. You're going to duplicate your background copy, and you're going to move it above all the rest. Pasted layer copy, move it above, and your border copy. Okay, so we're going to move up the image again, just enough to notice that it's moving, and make sure to keep it even. And then you're just going to repeat everything. And you guys might have to do this more or less than me. It just depends on what product you're creating or how long your hair is. So just go ahead and do it as many times as you need. And I'm just going to stop here since I'm not really creating a product. And so the next thing we're going to want to do is to right click on your border, copy number 2, or however many layers you have. Just make sure it's the border copy at the very top of your list. Right click and go down to merge down. And then that merges it down onto your pasted layer copy. And so you're going to right click on that copy and merge it down to your background copy. Okay, so then now we're going to go to our next border, and we're going to merge it down onto the background. And just keep doing that until you just have each frame. Okay, so I have 4. You guys might have more or less. But the next step is to go to filters, down to animation, and then optimize for GIF. And a new window is going to pop up, and I'm just going to go ahead and maximize it because it's going to be the one we're focusing on. And then over here in your layers toolbox, you're going to notice each picture has 100 milliseconds next to it, and I'm just going to change this to 600. And make sure to hit enter after you do each number change, or else it'll just go back to 100. It won't save. So after you've changed them all, go to filters, animation, and playback. Now a new window is going to pop up, and you're just going to hit play, and that's what your icon's going to look like. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and the next step is to save it and go to File, Save As, and then I'm just going to save it as example. And you always want to make sure you save it as a .gif image, or else it won't save as a moving icon. So then you're just going to hit save, and then save as animation, and then hit export. And then save again, and there you go. You have your moving catalog icon. Enjoy!